Hey guys, welcome to part 19 of Let's Play Sonic Unleashed on the Wii. In the last part, I finally got past that one level and that one region that was giving me so much trouble, so many headaches. So now, Mr. Positive again. Hello, who's invited Mr. Positive to this part? It wasn't me. Yeah, I'm in a better mood, basically. That was me trying to force it a little bit too much. I'm willing to admit that. But yeah, I'm actually not feeling negative. I'm not going into this thinking, oh, I have to do more Unleashed again, or this is gonna suck, or, you know, I'm not thinking anything negative. I'm just going into it. Let's see what happens. Right, main, this place. Yep. That's a good point. There are lesser tour guides. Right. Okay, I've forgotten all about this. I spoke with the professor. Okay, cool. Yeah, temple door. Right. Let's just get to the level. Can we just get to Achu? I think that guy just sneezed. Good, cool. So, no useful information so far. Food market! I guess he sneezed and said something about food. Old man. Okay, here we go. Wait, is that it? Guess I gotta talk to the old man again. Oh, forgotten about all this. He's, yep, he's ill. Yep, okay. Yeah, I need that. Whatever. Not the cold. I don't want the cold. Way, there we go. That was easy. That was painless. Wait, moon tablet. Does that mean day or night? My instinct says night. But you can't tell with this game. You just can't tell. It's a bit of a weird one. Okay. Night. Right. But it looks like this is actually the 5th temple. So, in fact, here, let's think about it. So there's 7, because there's 7 Chaos Emeralds. So there's 7 temples. So, the last one we did, I think, was actually the 6th temple. Like, at about that place. But this is actually the 5th. So, that means this is going to be quite easy, and there's only one set of Werehog levels that are harder than the last set we did, if I'm making any sense at all. Right, okay, so either way, sure, I'm not too happy that it's the Werehog levels again, but it can't be as bad. I don't see any bottomless pits. Okay, well, we're fighting some enemies, but that's to be expected. I can't really complain at that. That's just kind of how it goes. But I'm not seeing any wasps. I'm not seeing any stupid caveman monsters, whatever the hell they were. I mean, I'm not really seeing anything with this horrendous camera angle, but I'm not seeing anything that's making me annoyed, and that's good. And look at that health bar. See, I guess that's where I kind of went wrong. If I did these in order, right, like the game says you can do this one or this one, but there's a specific order. These levels were meant to be played before the other set of levels that I did in the last couple of parts. Well, I think last 3 parts, if I'm being perfectly honest with myself. So if I had done this, I would have got the XP, I would have got the health upgrade, and I would have been completely fine-ish. Not completely fine. There was still some horrendous platforming. But my point is, why give the choice? You know, if one set of levels is harder than the other, just let us do it in order. If you're not going to give us open world freedom... Oh, here we go. I did find something to moan about, even though this level is perfectly fine. No problem so far. I'm up for a bit of Aladdin style levels. I've got no problem with that. Is that all of them? Yeah, I think that is. Whoa, whoa, that was a weird camera angle. I got a bit disoriented. Disoriented. Yeah, that's the word I meant to say. That's the one. That's exactly what I was going for there, but no, I think with this LP though, if I'm allowed to reflect a little bit, I don't like this music as much as the other one. I gotta say that straight away. But if I'm allowed to reflect a little bit, I had no... Oh, here's the wasps. But I had no idea it'd been going on for as long as it had. Like, what is this, part 19? It's been going since May? Think of that! Since May! Like, a game I don't like, and I've been playing it since May. That's absurd. That's sadist, that is. There's something not right about it. There's just something, ooh. It's not a short game. That's the tragic part of Sonic. or the Sonic 3D games. The good games are short, but the bad games are long, and part of the reason why they're bad is because of all the padding. And one of the reasons why the good games are good is because there's no padding. Like Sonic Colors, 4 hours long. I would have done that easily by now. Sonic Colors is a really short game. And it's a shame because it's really good. This is like 5 times the length. Wait, hold on, that's got to be exaggerating. Sonic Colors is 4 hours. I reckon this is around 12. So about 3 times the length this is. And it's just so much worse. And that's the sad part. Even the 2D Sonic games, you can beat those in an afternoon. I mean, they're old games, so they're made to kind of be replayed a little bit. Because, you know, you just couldn't make super long Sonic games. You just wouldn't be able to do it. And that's something that I think they complained about, Sonic Team. When this game came out, we were like, yeah, we couldn't do that many Sonic Day levels because they just there's so much to them. Making a level where the character is going at supersonic speeds and expecting there to actually be environments everywhere, you just can't, you can kind of understand that you got to pick one or the other. A game that's got value for money or a game that's just kind of short. And I like the short game every time. You know, are you kidding me? Sonic Colors over this? Oh god, it's no competition. But no, I think when I do my next Sonic game, because I know it's going to happen, after this I have no desire to do another Sonic game. But when it does happen, because I know it will, I'll put it in another vote, then it'll get voted in, because that's just how this goes. But when that does happen, I'll make sure it's a good one. Probably Sonic Colors. Because that is the game that came after this, I think. Yeah, that is the game that came after this, so it makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. So I have an excuse to play a good Sonic game. And that's making me feel better. That's just, that is actually making me feel a little bit better. But what's not making me feel better is something that I just remembered right this minute, is that we got to play this level, but there's 3 sets of levels. That's another problem. Like, the reason why I brought up the fact that this has been going on since May is because I remembered that this is like, I've just been repeating myself. Like, it's the same stuff. This game is not interesting enough where there's enough going on. It's like, I've already explained all the problems and everything I don't like. You know, I've already kind of broken this game down in many different ways. So now when I kind of talk about it, I think I've repeated myself several times. I must have done. I absolutely must have done. Because it's been going since May, I can't remember everything I've said, and I think a lot of it I've just said it before. Because yeah, in the last part, I was saying how, oh, I get more frustrated at games because I have less time to play games, so I don't like wasting my time with bad ones, and that's frustrating. I swear I've said that before. But I don't even remember. That's the sad part. That's what makes this all so sad. That I don't even remember. This game has been so unmemorable that I can't even recall. It hasn't even been 20 parts and I've forgotten some of the stuff I've said and ended up repeating it. Because it's all the same emotions. It's all the same comments, all the same kind of stuff. That's why when I kind of... I watched other LPs of this game. And some people... Like, I slag off other... Well, I don't slag off other certain types of LPs, but there's certain types of LPs that I don't really care for, and their kind of style, and a lot of it because it focuses on just, here's a guy, he looks like this, what kind of face is this guy pulling? Am I right or am I right, guys? You know, that kind of stuff, and I don't like to do that, but you can absolutely understand it. Like, if you're gonna just say, right, I will play any game, then you're gonna have to do stuff like, whoa, the graphics here, what's going on with all this clipping, hey guys? And then just comment on every little thing that's going on screen. Because you may notice, I just ramble on about anything. Oh, just any little old thought that comes to my head. As long as it's not actually about the game and directly what's happening. I don't talk about half the stuff that goes on. Because guess what? Half the stuff that goes on in a video game isn't that interesting. Case in point, Sonic Unleashed. Not really that interesting of a game. Like, look at this. I'm carrying this big metal box. I don't know why. Yeah, why am I carrying this? Okay, well, we're right at the end of the level, so I can't throw it. So it has been completely useless. Look at him. He just looks like a right muppet holding that stupid thing. And now they're all just doing a dance around him. Oh, this is mental. Oh, I can throw the box. Okay, I just had to, you know, press the right button. But the reason why I picked up is because we've had puzzles in the past where it's, well, not puzzles, but puzzles is a bit generous, but we've had things in the past where it's been like, well, you got to pick this up and put it on a button. So I thought, right, I'll preempt this. I'll get right on top of this right away, and I'll just carry this with me. And there wasn't any button. Or maybe there was and I just missed it. That's also a massive possibility. Right, that guy just blew up in my face. But no, this is actually really useful. Again, something that would have been really nice in the last part, because these enemies are stupidly weak. But against the wasps or the caveman people, a box like this would have been lovely. I just don't want to see... Right, I can take annoying enemies, or, well, I can't, but if there are annoying enemies, that's one thing. But if I see any bottomless pits and any awkward platforming, and if I get myself killed again by using that stupid double tap to run, oh, well that's interesting. This is a new one, something that it just throws up. Okay, you know, it's doing that. I guess this is a boss or something. Oh, this is bloody annoying though, isn't it? I have this awesome metal box that I can use, but this guy... What? Oh, I couldn't even see that. Everyone just stop making horrible noise. They're just like... just making the worst noise. I went to like a relative's house the other day, and it was terrible, right? This is related, by the way. This doesn't come completely out of the blue. But they had like a bird. What sane person keeps birds? I don't dislike birds, okay? But there's just certain types of birds, like certain types of dogs and certain types of cats, they just won't shut up. They just won't shut up for anything. I don't mind a dog giving me grief if it's a little bit hungry. That's fair enough. We all do that. If we get a bit hungry, we don't just like say, oh, I'll just wait until later. You start shouting, you get annoyed, you make some noise about it, even if you're an adult. Some people more than others. So I don't mind that. But it's just like this bird just kept going on and on. And that's what I feel like's going on here. They're just like making this horrible noise for no reason. Don't throw up anymore. Don't... I'm just going to back... Oh, God. God damn it. Okay, I didn't get hit by that. That's good. Because it's just... I feel like they knew. Okay, they knew people were going to pick up the metal box and they were going to use it in this battle. So to make sure you can't do that, this thing's just going to throw up these awful little horrible yapping, annoying, stupid, irritating... Hold on, I've got a few more words. Actually, no, that was it. That was all my words for annoying. Not that many, actually. I'm not that good at Boggle. I'm the first one to admit it. Okay, I just died again. Great. This isn't difficult, though. Again, it's like, once you... I don't think you're supposed to have this box, but it's the easiest way of doing it. At least with this guy, it's kind of easier to see his attacks. It's just these little pricks that really make this not very fun, or just annoying. There we go. Cool. Nice! I wonder what the time limit was for that. Because I feel like I was doing pretty well with the time limit. 8 minutes! See, I don't know where this is all coming from. I don't know how I'm supposed to have, like, do these so quickly. Okay, once you replay the stage, yeah, you're going to get a better time. That's a given. But I'm doing okay. I'm only dying a couple of times. The puzzles aren't hard. You can get them through them quite quick. I don't know. I see. Here's something else I was thinking as well, and what I was considering for the last part when I was doing that awful, terrible level that we'll never speak of again, is that there are side missions. Oh, great. Great, more enemies to fight. Wonderful. Yeah, there are side missions. So, if I did those side missions, I'm pretty sure I would get power, which is a really dumb name for XP, that red bar thing we keep seeing. And if I did that, I would have been a higher level, and I would probably have a much easier time. That's just something I was kind of thinking about, like, okay, if I die too many times, I will just do some of these side missions off screen, and that's how I'll do it. So I think that's what I might do at some point. I'm not going to do them on screen because this is dragging. This is really dragging. I should not still be playing this game. I've seen other people's LPs. They can do it they did it so much quicker than me. Some of them probably would have already been finished by now, knowing me and how slow I am and just how not very good at this game I am as well. Although again, I don't think that's entirely my fault. It's just an awful game, just terrible. So yeah, so I thought I'll just do some side missions off screen, then I can level up and be just kind of stronger. But just looking at my health bar, I'm doing pretty good. That is a really big health bar, so I don't feel too bad about it. Oh, this guy is on fire. Oh good, they're combining. Oh, I got to pick up a box while being attacked by 4 different enemies. That's fun. No, didn't want to throw at him. Did not want to throw at him. No, don't do. Okay, I've got to pick this. No, I just need to. Oh, sorry. I just need to pick this up. Where'd he go? Come on, I see you. Getting all upset. I hate that I miss half the time with that attack as well. You probably see it. The attack that I normally use. No, don't stop it. The attack that I normally use is that, like, you press L and R at the same time and you swipe forward. It just misses half the time. You do it exactly where the enemy is, it'll just miss. It just won't hit him for no reason. You're just like, ha! And you've missed. The enemy was right in front of you and none of that hit him. So that's a delight. That's an absolute delight. I keep using that attack though, because again, I don't know the attacks. I just don't know him. And the fact that you can't see him in game, it's just useless. I'm not going to memorize the attacks. What am I going to read the manual like a dork? I haven't said the word dork in years. It's not the kind of go-to insult for me. I'm more of a call someone a nerd. Although now that nerd culture is really popular with all the mediocre Marvel films. What is Sonic doing? Go up! Go up! Christ. Yeah, I guess nerd isn't really that much of an insult anymore, is it? I don't know. Or is it geek? I always found like geek is more insulting. Because in my head, again, this might be something I've talked about before. I already mentioned me repeating myself, so why stop now, right? That, to me, a nerd is someone great. I couldn't see! Could you see that? Could you judge that? Oh, the camera angles are horrendous. Okay, I'll just have to... Yeah, could you judge that? Can you honestly say, person watching that... What am I doing? It's right there! Right there! Could you honestly say that you could judge that? That's what I was trying to get out. But yeah, a nerd is how you like something and the obsession of liking someone. Or not liking someone, liking something. And a geek is what you like. Now, I think some people would say the opposite, but that's how I've always seen it. So a nerd, you can be a football nerd because you really love football. I'm talking about soccer here for the Americans. You can really be into a sport, or whatever sport. You can be super into it, but you can know every single stat and just be obsessed with it, and then you would be a football nerd. But a geek is someone who just likes something that is geekish. So you would be a Star Trek geek, but you would be a Star Trek nerd for obsessing about it and knowing everything about it, if you know what I mean. So I guess Sonic isn't really like a geeky thing to like, because everyone knows what Sonic is. Everyone knows Sonic. Everybody knows Sonic. That great TV show. Okay, just jump out the way here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Sonic is kind of just a pop culture kind of thing. So if you like Sonic, you're not a geek. But you can be a Sonic nerd like myself if you're going to obsess about it and make LPs about how terrible the games are. That's just how I see it. But again, I think some people think the complete opposite. Which is fair enough, I don't know, maybe it's an American-British thing, or maybe I'm just... because I've made this up. I've completely just made this up. This is just how I always kind of saw the terms. But I don't know, I think that's more of a recent thing though. Like at school, somebody would still call you a nerd for liking Star Trek anyway. Or whatever. I mean, I don't like Star Trek. That reboot was alright, I guess, but... what are you gonna do, I guess? See, I'm not talking about Sonic or what's going on here, because what is going on here? What is going... Okay, that's... Oh, D. Oh, he got me there. Oh, the annoying little thing got me there too. Let's get some health. I can't see. See, I could complain about this camera angle, but I've done it all before. But the 360 version doesn't have this horrible camera angle. Because in this, the Wii version, for some reason it was all about set camera angles, which was a benefit to some point. But the 360 one wasn't, the camera wasn't as set. It was much more free. But it's not a limitation of the system, it's just a design choice. Because there are many Wii games where you have a free 3D camera, but for some reason in this one they decided, right, we're going to have set specific cameras and you can't move them. Which is just awful. Oh, look at that time. Look at that time. You can't even argue with that. You can't even say that's a poor time. Made up for a lot of... Okay, what's this? Here we go. Right. Press L and R together after the fourth hit in a combo. Isn't that... I've just been doing this, mate. Honestly. Okay, so what? So L, R, L, and R. Whatever, I don't care. I've already forgotten it. I've already forgotten it. Or a new mission. Great. Is it to do with that new move I unlocked? Most likely. That's the game. That's how games are. Right, well with that, I think it's time to end of the episode. So next time in Let's Play Sonic Unleashed, we're going to do Valley of Spirits. And hopefully no unpleasantries kind of happen. It's possible, but yeah, we're kind of getting through these. These have been okay so far. So I'm pretty optimistic about the next level. So I've been HonestTom23. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.